Dini, from the World Wrestling Federation, Bret the Hitman Hart and Rocky Maivia. Fashion designer Brian Bailey unveils Dini's Gemini dress design and the story behind a Halifax, Toronto teenage prostitution ring. And now, here's Dini Petty.
And now joining us, Dan Duran. Dan.
Dan's not going to be with us. He's
tying one on back there.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, he asked us to take over for him, and
You're going to be my co-host for the show?
Yeah.
How totally cool.
He's all tied up.
He's all tied up? He won't be available at all?
Said he's busy.
He's busy. That's really nice of you guys to do that.
sure, we're gracious guys.
What's he off doing? Another television show or commercial or something? Or?
He just said he was really busy and he was getting tied up in the back.
Kind of tied up with something, I don't know.
Wanted us to kind of help out.
Could you ask for a better-looking co-host? Here, wait a minute. Here, you sit over here. I think, you know. Yeah, good-looking two guys. Yeah, of course. What do you mean? When you want to be in the middle of, you know, Rocky and this good-looking guy on my right here? Oh, my belt fell off. Uh-oh. Does this mean I've just lost the championship?
Well,
this is.
It looks like it's secured.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think so. It's come undone here. Who does this actually belong to now? Who owns the real one,
Shawn
guys?
Michaels has it.
Shawn Michaels, eh? What happened to, we're missing somebody. What happened to him? Did he?
Psycho Sid?
Yeah, did he chicken out because he knew you two were here and he was afraid of you?
Well, I don't think Sid's a rocket scientist. And I think he might have had trouble finding his way maybe to and from the airport.
Lost?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he's out there with Dan.
It's possible.
See, this is nice he's feeling for Dan. I really appreciate that. I mean, he's not here too often, and, you know, when he's not, maybe he could, you know, be like a regular...
He's stressed and he's overworked.
Do you think that's what it is?
That's what he was saying to us, yeah.
Yeah? So it's really nice of you to help out. Good guys, huh? From the WWF. We have a lot of wonderful guys on the show today. Remember a man named Hugh O'Brien? Did you ever watch Wyatt Earp? The show Wyatt Earp?
Yes.
You watch it?
Sure.
Well, he's not only that, he's done 50 movies and I don't know how many television gigs, but he's now dedicating his life to helping children after he met a man named Albert Schweitzer. Do you remember the name of Albert Schweitzer? He was a great humanitarian who lived in the African jungle for years. He spent a lot of his life helping people, particularly people with leprosy. He went to meet him, and the man turned his life around. Since the day he met him to this day, he's devoted his life to working with kids. And from our affiliate of the Maritimes, we have Phonse Jessam, who is talking about a really sad thing. There's actually a prostitution ring involving teenage girls, and the girls are brought from Halifax to work the streets of Toronto. And these girls do not do well in life. It's a sad story. And then one of my favorite people, Brian Bailey. This is the outfit that I wore when I interviewed Sarah, the Duchess of York. Yeah, Brian, this is a Brian Bailey. Most of the clothes that I wear, all of the clothes I wear are Canadian designers. My favorite Canadian designer is Brian Bailey, and he's here today. And he's designing, I'm up for Gemini Award. Yeah. So Brian has some dresses. Maybe you guys could help me pick the dress that you like.
Oh, I'd love to.
You'd love to?
Sure.
You're so, you're shy.
No, I'm not.
You are a little bit.
I'm just reserved.
You're kind of a quiet, there's a part of you that's sort of a quiet, you know?
I'm just very deep and reserved.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I have a way of exploding when
Until he gets in a ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things change.
When it comes out at the right time.
Maybe the word that I was looking for is you're very much a gentleman.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting thing when men are this big and this size. When when you have all the power behind you, there's no need to be to go out and be pushy. It's usually.
Yeah, I mean, actually, being big sometimes it almost sometimes people hold it against you, and they treat you like almost like freaks or.
No.
Well, people can be rude to big people. Not that I'm that big, but.
Anybody ever been like that to you?
And that kind of stuff really hurts.
Aw, how tall? But how tall are you?
6'5".
6'5". You weigh about 300 and.
About 275.
275. Oh. Bret, born in Calgary.
Yes.
Yeah. Of course, the popularity of the WWF is just extraordinary. You know, when they're at Maple Leaf at the Gardens and the Skydome, the only people that's ever outdrawn them has been Billy Graham. And these people are huge. There are more toys, video games, and guess who's going to be on The Simpsons, folks? Guess who's married to The Simpsons? Yeah.
April 13th.
April the 13th.
Yeah.
Bret the Hartman hit his. Yeah. Thank
have
you.
a brief
Thank
cameo.
you. Bret the, let's say it, Hitman Hart. Thank you. Yes, I know. Yes. I actually didn't know their names. I get very confused when I get around them. They're so, you know.
You get flustered.
I get flustered, yeah.
We have that effect with women sometimes.
Do you?
On occasion.
And what do you do when that happens?
You're going to have to ask Bret about that.
Good one, Rocky. Good one. You actually had to choose between careers at one point in your life. You were
Well, a little bit. I was really fortunate where I had I think you're talking about acting, right?
Yeah, you were into acting and...
Yeah, I had a really nice experience with Lonesome Dove until it got canceled. And I think as far as acting goes, I think I did really well with it. And
You love it?
oh, I loved it, yeah. I loved the Lonesome Dove theme and all, being in a Western show and all that was really good for me. Unfortunately, the third season I would have been a full-time regular,
yeah.
And then it got canceled. So and then it's very, very hard, I think, to find the right stuff to do, the right projects.
Tell them to stop, Rocky. All the girls in the audience are going, psst, psst, psst. They're in love with him, aren't they? The women?
Everybody loves Rocky.
Everybody loves
Sort of the old and the new here.
Yeah,
so.
this is the newcomer.
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about your background. You're third generation into this game, huh?
Yeah, I'm the first third-generation wrestler in the World Wrestling Federation. And, you know, it's been great, especially guys like Bret Hart helped me along the way. And, you know, it's been fantastic.
Your family, what was it called? The dungeon in the
basement.
Yeah, the basement of the house.
It's still there.
It's still there? That's where you started.
Yeah.
But it was your father who was a wrestler. Your grandfather wasn't into it?
No, my grandfather was not. He was a runner, actually.
Was he? Did your grandfather used to wrestle with you when you were a kid? Is it?
Not my grandfather. My father, though.
Didn't know your grandfather?
Yeah, well, my grandfather passed away when I was a little younger.
Oh, okay.
So I wasn't actually in the ring getting beat up. Only by my father.
How young were you when you started?
When I started wrestling?
Yeah.
Probably 8. When I started rolling around with my dad.
Do you want to act too?
Sure, I'd love to.
Yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
so we're looking for roles here. You know, if there's anybody out there.
I could be a co-star.
You could what?
I'll co-star.
You'll co-star. Do you have when you finish the show tonight, there must be thousands and hundreds of kids that hang around waiting for you guys, right, afterwards?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Often you don't really, you know, you don't really
Oh,
get to,
excuse me, madam. Not just kids.
you don't really a lot of times get to actually meet them up close. Like a lot of times it's up a ramp and out and in a car and you're gone. Mind you, we will see some of the people here in Toronto.
What do you think happened? Why did wrestling become the big thing it's become again? I mean, all of a sudden it went from sort of unknown, in the background, and then it's just gone mad. How come, guys?
I think the wrestling has always been something that's very easy to understand. It's very like you can be of any race or color or creed.
Right.
And it's very easy to understand, and it's worldwide. You don't have to speak any language. The rules are very simple, and it's basically a lot of times just a morality play of good versus evil. And
Okay.
usually justice prevails, or at least let's
Usually
hope so.
justice prevails.
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, I think it's really decent of you guys to fill in for Dan. I really do appreciate it. Yeah. He usually tells me when he's not going to be here. It's just didn't make it today, eh?
Well,
Maybe he's with Psycho Sid somewhere.
Let's hope not.
Because if he is, we may never see him again. So you guys have got a big, and your tickets sell out so quickly. We were actually going to give away a set of tickets. But wait, we couldn't because they're all gone, and the only ones available are the June ones now. And they're on sale now.
Yeah, we have a real big show again in June.
Oh my God, Dan! Dan!
I'm here. I don't know what it is for these guys. All I said was, it real or not?
Is it real or not? Well, wait a sec. Wait, Dan. Dan, wait a second, honey. Dan, you know how you and I had this little one-upsmanship game going? Mm-hmm. And did the boys tell you they were going to let you out after this?
Yeah.
Well, Dan, gotcha, because you ain't, babe. This is it for the whole damn show. How do you like it, Dan? Would you guys mind hanging around doing his job? It isn't much of a job, and God knows it, you know. You got,
We
no,
aim
no,
to
really.
please. We aim to please.
Gotcha. Yes, come on, Dan. Would you mind getting rid of, taking care of him for me? The boys and Rocky and Bret and I will be back. And Dan, you just go have a nice show, honey.
Up next, one of Dini's favorite designers and good friend, Brian Bailey. You just wouldn't listen, will you? Well, now you're going to get some green makeup, and you're going to like it.
Up next, our beauty segment with Corby Banner.
I keep changing your name around.
Bret,
the Hitman Hart. And Rocky Maivia and Dan.
Dan the man.
Dan the man is a little green with envy today. I like you like this, Dan. Yeah. Take it away.
One lucky
Bret.
member of our studio audience will be taking home a $300 gift certificate from Square One Shopping Center. Nothing like getting rid of the February blahs with a shopping spree, a free one at that. And the winner is...
You're pretty good at this, Bret, you know? Rocky, go for it. The winner is, according to Rocky... $300 goes to...
Marge Clark.
Marge Clark! Here you go, Marge. You knew it? Come on down, Marge. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Bret the Hitman Hart, Rocky Maivia, thank you both. You see these guys, WWF? And are we giving away some tickets for a June event, maybe? One pair?
I'm sure we can.
One pair to somebody in the audience. Come on over. I think you get a hug from Rocky.
Let's tie one on, Marge.
Rocky Maivia, thank you both. You see these guys, WWF? And are we giving away some tickets for a June event, maybe? One pair?
I'm sure we can.
One pair to somebody in the audience. Come on over. I think you get a hug from Rocky.
Let's tie one on, Marge.